So what happened in Steubenville has triggered a lot of conversation on this show about how we talk to our daughters and sons about rape. That discussion hits home for Shannon Bradley-Colleary. She's our Mom 2.0 spotlight this week. We met her at the conference. It was such an honor. And Shannon wrote this blog post, "It Happened to Me, a letter to my daughters about date rape." Shannon, I know it's not easy to talk about, but boy, you really tell this story in a detail, and it's a lesson to all of us. You've got two daughters, 9 and 11. Have you already started talking to them about this?
Yes, I have. I just in bits and pieces. I think that it ends up being a series of conversations as they progress and get older. And so we've started having the conversation about date rape, but in a very minor way.
This happened
to you. Trying to keep it low.
Well, it happened to you on spring break in Italy, right? How old were you?
Yes, it did.
What had happened? Go ahead.
Oh, sure. I was a junior in college. I went to spring break in Italy with a couple of friends, and I was looking, I think, for romance, and it made me vulnerable to ending up on a beach, on a deserted beach with a young man who decided that he didn't want romance, he wanted sex, and he would do whatever he needed to do to get that.
So let's get right to it. You've got your daughter sitting in front of you. How direct do we need to be with our kids, and starting at what age? Like, just give us an example here as parents.
Absolutely. Well, when I was speaking with my 11-year-old about it, we actually talked about it because of my blog and my blog post. They're aware of what I do, and so that gives me an opportunity to talk to them about things using that as a platform. And for instance, I told her in broad strokes that I ended up on this beach with this young man who wanted to force me to have sex, and that there were steps I could have taken to have kept safe and made better decisions. I didn't go into the details that are in the post of everything that happened because those are too traumatic for a young child. That I would probably give them the letter later, maybe when they begin dating in high school.
How do you know if you're another mom and you're thinking about this, you want to talk about it, what's age appropriate for your kid?
You know, that's the interesting thing. I really think it depends
Shannon, hold
on
that
the
thought.
child.
Hold that thought. They're talking about the Steubenville rape case. How do we talk to our kids about rape? Bringing Shannon Bradley-Colleary back with us. She wrote the blog, "It Happened to Me, a letter to my daughters about date rape." Sorry about that quick break. Shannon, we want you to finish your thought on best piece of advice for moms and dads who are stressing about this conversation right now.
Well, what I would say is it really depends on the child and the communication that you have with the child. You don't want to just spring this on them. You want to find a way for these conversations about keeping safe to come up organically. And I think those conversations can start at a very young age and can progress in detail with the maturity of the child. I've talked to my children from very young ages about safety. And so this is just part of that ongoing conversation.
Oh, we all have the road ahead, don't we, guys? Shannon, thank you so much. It was great meeting you. You're a strong woman and a fabulous mom. Thank you.
Thank you.